Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai and today I'm going to be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1157. But first let's talk about 1156. So yeah, I definitely had the timeline jumbled up in my mind. So I'm pretty sure this chapter happens 44 years ago, since we do get in 1155 that, or is it maybe 2 chapters before this one, that Harold meeting Loki was 48 years ago. But and then at the end of 1155, we have like 4 years later, after Harold ignored repeated invitations, Rox finally carried out his plan, and the formidable lineup that joined him caused the world to quake with terror. So 4 years happened since we saw him try to convince Harold to join him. And in those 4 years, he took control of Hachinosu. So that makes sense. What I was like, I don't get it. Isn't Gloriosa supposed to be part of the Rocks Pirates? Well, there's time for that to happen, since God Valley happened 38 years ago. So there's still quite a bit of time, actually. And yeah, Gloriosa saying, if only I could strip away this beauty of mine. Pretty sure she's just, saying that just for the sake of saying that. I mean, she's literally posing as she says it, so I don't think she begrudges her beauty, but more so she wishes that this beauty of hers was only observed by Roger and no one else. I think that's what my take is on that. Also, in regards to Crocodile having been Toritoma in the past, I don't think that tracks anymore now that I have the timeline clear, since Crocodile is 46 years old in the present, and so that would make him like so 44, right? Yeah, this would literally make him 2 years old in chapter 1156. So unless Oda would like retcon or change Crocodile's age, then yeah, I don't think he would have been Toritoma in the past. But hey, he could have still been raised and born in Amazon Lily, just not having been an empress. But yeah, that part of the theory, that doesn't work unless Oda does something about Crocodile's age. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, too attached to Crocodile being having been from Amazon Lily, but it still would be cool if that's the case. But I'm just, I'm definitely on the boat of Crocodile is trans. So we have Roger, the Roger Pirates, going like, you're finally gonna hand over your first mate, Shakuyaku. Like, I'm still like not sure what he means by this. So does he not want like what does he mean by this? Is it more, is it supposed to be more morally apprehensive than trying to forcefully join his crew? Like, it's a kind of vague. Obviously on purpose, but yeah, that makes things complicated. Which makes Roger, you know, not look as well, you know, his morals not being as good as Luffy's. Which is a good way to really show, you know, how different they are from each other. After all, Luffy would never react to a woman like Roger did with Shakky. But yeah, like, and the translation that they used in the Jump Plus app, with Shakky saying, "But I will belong to no one." That feels less condemning to whatever Roger was trying to do. It just makes it seem like, oh, he wants to marry her, but Shakky at this point in time saw it as basically giving up her freedom, which I think that's what this is going for. But yeah, like the intentions from Roger, I'm still like unsure about. And of course, Gloriosa wants Roger to return her affections, but well, that's not happening at all. He literally says, "Move it, Gloriosa, I can't see Shakky." Like, damn, I feel bad for her. Bro, Roger even gave more attention to Garp than he did Gloriosa, like, ooh. And then, of course, we have that little moment between Shakky and Rayleigh, showing that she was showing maybe not a soft spot, but definitely had a way more positive reaction to him than anyone else on the Roger Pirates. After all, he was the only one treating her decently. Okay, so we see Roger and Garp clash. And Roger is the one who gets his head cave in. Then we go to Elbaf again. And we have this whole thing with Loki wanting to sail out to sea. And Harold was actually gonna let him. Like, oh my god. It was Loki's decision to go to sea. That doesn't mean he was ready to go. He was still a little kid. I love how passionate Ida is about scolding the ship of the captain there. I wish she was saying that to Harold as well. If you abandon Loki, I'll drown you 100 times. He definitely deserves that. And then Harold once again apologized to her, Loki, when he told Ida, "Shut up, you hag." Harold is like, "You have no idea what Ida's been through." Like, oh my god, bro, shut up. Do you have any idea what Loki has been through? You never talk to him. And when you do, it's to scold him, like... I don't think he's putting in any effort to understand him, of why he's acting like this. Like, oh, like, I can't, bro. Harold is just not a good dad. In fact, I'd say like he's borderline abusive with his neglect. And Lucky declares that he wants to be free, like rocks. But yeah, interesting. He does say he wants to be free. And you know who's the biggest embodiment of freedom in the series? Luffy. So I'm putting stocks on him having a big character moment when he sees Luffy as Nika. And yeah, telling everyone he hates them. Then we go see what's happening at Hachinosu. And we get introduced to a guy called Mobster Kyo, Future Silver X. Okay. By the way he's dressed and the tattoos, surely he's gotta be from Wano. Or at least, you know, having ties to Wano. And I think in the original Japanese, the wording used is usually what you call yakuza, and Wano is the only place with yakuza, so yeah. And he was Shikky's rival, so did Shakky spend time at Wano? I wonder. Then we see how the skull got the holes that function as eyes for Avalo Pizarro in the present. Yeah, so he was aiming for 2 devil fruits. Like, I'm guessing it's the Uonomi model dragon and the pawpaw fruit, but not necessarily. There could have been more at God Valley. Then we get Captain John, Charlotte Linlin, Strusen, Pirate Barbell Catfish Fishman, and Teenager Kaido. And he gets kicked on the face by rocks for suggesting to crush Harold, and that way he'll obey you. I mean, makes sense, you know, by this point. Kaido's, you know, might is like the most important thing in the world. Had already been basically just very ingrained in his mind, considering he was sold to the world government by the country that he lived in. And it was all about, like, you know, winning wars for other people. So yeah, seeing the way that various countries and just the world government itself and pirates just make others bow down to them. And that's just how hierarchies work. You know, it's not about trust. It's about following someone stronger than you. Yeah, like, of course he'd suggest that. And literally the way that Rox treats him just keeps reinforcing that. And he could have just said that without kicking him, but yep. Just, you know, another way for Kaido to be like, yep, Rox is stronger than me, so therefore I have to obey what he says. And Rox even says, like, if you say something like that again, I'll get rid of you first, Kaido. Using fear instead of, like, actual respect. And then we get that last double page spread. I'll show you the peak of the world. All right. So, yeah. Let's get now on to 1157. Titled The Legendary Bar. So I'm guessing this is gonna be about like a big focus on Ida. And maybe, I think, what's her name? Mato? From the present. Who's now taking care of the bar. Oh! A new page of the cover story. Oh. He died protecting the village from Kaido, leaving no trace of his body behind. Huh. So Kiku, Ocho, and Yamato. No sign of Ulti on page 1 though. I mean, considering who they worked for before, I'm guessing they'd be like, we're not needed here. But it would be nice to see them actually pay respects to a past enemy that died fighting, you know, someone that, well, you know, raised them, but ultimately they don't really seem to be mourning Kaido as I would have imagined. But yeah, I'm not sure who the grave is for. Maybe it's supposed to be obvious? I think it's Ashura, right? It's a Ringo. I don't think it's Iso, because he didn't die in a way that there would be no trace of his body behind. So it's gotta be Ashura. But I hope we also, like, if Ashura is here, why wouldn't we see them pay respects to Iso's grave as well? Especially considering Kiku is here, as we did not see her reaction to him being dead. Like, even to this day, that bothers me a little bit. Anyway, into the actual chapter. Food Colony Temple of the International Philanthropy Federation? Okay. Rock's crew in action. Woohoo, this is a ton of loot, and let's haul it all out. Nice work, that's everything. Let's book it. Please stop, that money was donated for poor children in need. See? Yeah, right, if that's true, why hasn't it been turned over? You were gonna keep it, right? Hey, Ochoku, hey. Wow, yeah. Lower the lift, we're still underground. Shut up already. Hey, Shakky. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about him. Chow. Whoosh. That's Kaido and Whitebeard? Gee ha ha ha, this way the rest of us all get bigger cuts. Yeah, damn. They really were fighting with each other all the time. Like, that was like a big reason why they disbanded in the first place, right? Just, you know, very big personalities that couldn't really work with each other. Suckers. Damn it, these bastards know everything about us. Isn't the army here yet? They're close, sir. Then we cannot let them escape. Yes, sir, Lord High Priest. Seal the temple. Yeah, these iron bars just sprung up. They're trying to trap us, eh? I'll bust through out of the way. What? It's Tusi? And we're getting a lot more than the rock spires than I anticipated when we first got introduced to them in this flashback. Whoa. The hell, is the island sinking? No, this is an earthquake. It's gotta be his handiwork. Whitebeard. New gate. The temple is. Ah, this is what you get for trying to leave him behind. Gotta admit, I'm a bit jealous I can't do that. Oh, this is Kaido before he got a devil fruit. Interested in getting a power, huh? You'd better choose wisely if you seek one out. You'll be stuck with it for life. Good point. Who was it? Which one of you tried to ditch us down there? Oh, figures it would be you, Shakky. Oh, it's the guy from last chapter. So he joined the Rocks Pirates. Kyo? I just saw him, and let me check again. Yeah, Kyo. Oh, Kyo-kun, thank goodness you survived. I was so worried about you. Sure. What the hell are you all doing? Everyone move it. I'm gonna kill your ass. You at least kept the treasure safe, right? Of course. Hey, Rocks, look at the shore. It's the Navy. Bohahaha, new challengers have shown up. Hey, knock it off with the infighting. This ain't the time. We should have been getting ready to ship off. The Marines are everywhere. That was fast. Did someone leak our plans? Screw it. No point prepping to sail now. Get ready to fight! Okay. That admiral in the middle panel there kind of looks like Momonga, but I don't think it's him. Plunder everything and sink 'em all! This is a very... I feel like we've seen a panel with Rocks doing this exact same face like 3 times already, but I don't mind it. In a mere 2 years since their formation, the record of the Rocks crew spoke for itself. Only 2 years. Well, I guess, you know, with like the full members. So I guess it's been 2 years since 1156? So that would make 42 years ago. 16 documented raids, 76 sunken ships, 14 ports reduced to ash, 5 towns wiped off the map, 1 nation brought to ruin, 3 unprecedented violations of Article 18 of international law. I don't remember the One Piece world having this, like now that I think about it, like, of course there is, but we've never heard of, like, article this and that, but I could be misremembering. And 25 criminal records quietly erased. Even with the future Pirate King Goldie Roger sailing the seas, it would not be an overstatement to refer to the spirit as the era of rocks. Yeah, I can see why. Enishi, New World. What are you doing? Leave this place at once, Harold. All non-affiliation nations are considered lawless territories. Don't concern yourself with the humans living here. They have no rights. That's messed up. The world government cannot just decree everything like that. Oh, okay, yeah. Harold definitely looks older. Let them go. This country gave aid to Elbaf during our famine out of the kindness of their hearts. They're our friends, our saviors. King Harold, help us. We're not living without repaying our debt. Harold, you understand that Elbaf is under consideration for becoming a member nation, correct? Intervening to help us would be one thing, but you'll only hurt your membership bid if you intervene on behalf of a non-affiliating country. That's, well, you know, that's definitely the way that the world government does things. Whoa! So stay out of the way, Harold. Yo. Where did she shoot that lady? Yeah. You scum! You are not human. Yeah. Harold just jumped from his ship to the Marines one. Yeah, he did not care about having to be affiliated with the world government if it means giving up helping others, huh? King Harold, exposed. Elbaf monarch, sink innocent battleship. Alliance with government revealed as a ploy. World Economic Journal headlines. Yeah, that tracks. Very standard war government propaganda. Ida's Tavern, Elbaf. Oh, right! This is what the chapter's named after. Bohahaha. Yeah, see, that's the government for you. Let's drink at the castle, Harold. All Rux is back. Don't be dumb. I'm not letting a man with a reputation as bad as yours come into the mainland. Your whole nation should be joining up with me. Come on, Harold, give it up. I can't stand seeing you grovel to the government anymore. Oh, okay. Bro lost all hair that he had. I think that's exactly how he looks in the portrait that we saw at the castle. Sooner or later, Elbaf will become a member nation of the world government. Okay, so even though he did that, he still wants to become affiliated, huh? Interesting. Did you think shaving your head was a sign of good faith? Is that a cultural thing you got from somewhere? Bohahaha. Garp laughed at me too. Yo, Harold knows Garp and we haven't seen it? Damn it, I wish we could have seen that. Garp, that guy hits the top brass. He'd also be better off as a pirate. You know, I wonder if we're ever gonna see what made Garp join the Marines. He does seem to be like the exception. Like the only person with a D initial in the Marines. So yeah, that's interesting. They're a massive organization. Sure, they have corrupt trash in their ranks, but the Navy's a fine army. Yeah, Harold being naive. The average Marine helps save people on a day-to-day basis. Uh-huh. Some of them already come from Elbaf, like John Giant. Yeah, but that's, I don't think Harold knows, you know, how, underhanded, just, you know, the darker side of this scheme that happened with, like, yeah, he definitely doesn't know. I don't think anyone in Elbaf knew the true identity of Mother Carmel. If more of our country's warriors followed suit, they could use their boundless strength to really make a difference for people everywhere. Yeah, he's, I feel like going about this the wrong way. Or was, since he's dead. But I'm more so, you know, with the revolutionaries. Just destroy everything. And then build something new from the ground up. Because the way that the Marines are structured right now, it cannot work to help people as their main priority. And you have to get rid of the celestial dragons, Emu, the Gorosei, everything up top as well. Now that's terrifying. Why don't you talk some sense into him, Ida? Oh. I wish if I could. Sorry. I wish I could. If Harold was my son, I'd tell him, you should choose your friends wisely. Hey, don't take shots at me. Oh, look at that panel. Hayden sitting down with his arms crossed. looking away from where Loki is. Loki also has his arms crossed, but facing forward. And then we have, I'm pretty sure it's Mato, offering him a drink of some sort, trying to be like the mediator between the two. Interesting. But I like Ida's response. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, like, there's only so much she can influence Harold. You know, you can't... If he won't... Basically, he won't change. He has to change his own viewpoint on his own. Like, sure, she could push him a little bit like she did when they first met. But it's all on Harold. If he doesn't want to do it a different way, then, you know, there's nothing Ida can do, really. And I like that as well. Like, he's not my child. There's only so much that I can say or teach him now, you know? He's my husband first and foremost. So I can't, you know, like, sure, they could have, like, debates over what's better. But I think she's basically saying, like, she can't tell Harold, do this or do that. That's what you do to a child. Instead, it's all about, like, trying to help him and see a kinder way of seeing things. But yeah, you can't force him. And she seems to still love him anyway, otherwise, you know, she wouldn't welcome him at the bar anymore. Okay, Navy HQ. If a giant were to roll over in their sleep, people could be crushed to death. If one just loses their temper, lives could be lost. Do you really think humans can coexist with such creatures? That's the gist of what they told me. They really said all that? Yup. I mean, I can kinda see the first thing about, like, you know, if you're not careful, if you're a giant, you can easily kill a human. But, you know, this kind of feels racist still. Yo! Garp, Sengoku, and Suru? Let's go! Ever since I first saw them, like, all of them in their, you know, younger years in Film City, I wanted to have a flashback with them like that, and now we have it. Also, I'm glad that it seemed like Garp was the one who reacted, saying, they really said all that? I like that he's the one defending the giants and being like, yo, that's so not fair. They're fine letting him join the Navy, but that's all, huh? Yeah, he calls out shit the way he sees it. We've known. Vice Admiral Garp, Luffy's grandpa. Harold is an honest man. He's trying to learn from history and change Elbaf. Vice Admiral Sengoku, future fleet admiral. There's rumors he's being scouted by rocks. If that's true, then they might not be able to stand against them. Okay, so that's her view. Vice Admiral Osuru, future great staff officer. Admiral Kong, yep. What is this, like, Kong's third appearance in the whole series? You make good points, but it is what it is. Damn it, we're really stuck between a rock and a hard place now. Future Commander-in-Chief. Still, you can't deny their wild and violent track record. That's exactly the kind of strength I'm after, Kong. Okay, that's that. I was just thinking like, well, you know, they're trying to change. But I mean, that was already said by Sengoku, so that's exactly the kind of strength that I'm after. But why? You know, like what truly motivated Garp back then? Like, yeah, to stop pirates, but like, you know, what made that motivation happen in the first place? Just hurry and make Elbaf a member nation already. If it were up to me, it wouldn't even be an issue. Interesting reaction from Sengoku and Tsuru. Oh. Wait. 42 years ago, Hachinosu. Never mind then. I thought we were already there. But it seems that was not the case. Okay. This is huge. This is really huge. This is big news. Shakuyaku has quit as captain of the Kuja Pirates. What? Then that means there's no chance we'll run into her at sea anymore. Okay, I think we knew this already, that that's when she stopped being a pirate. I wonder if we'll see why. It can't be. I said so because I dream of being attacked by Shakuyaku's Kuja pirates. Damn it, we wasted our youth. Shakky-chan. What are you up to, Shakky? Oh, even Gloriosa didn't know. So she was already part of the Rocks Pirates when Shakky quit. Do you reckon she quit so she could chase after a man like you did, Gloriosa? But isn't the man that Gloriosa... Well, yeah. I was gonna say... Like, is she talking like... Did Gloriosa quit the Kuja Pirates so she could chase Roger better? Or did Lenlen just mean like, oh, Gloriosa just left. He became a pirate in the first place to chase a man, which was Roger. Does love always lead to ruin on the Isle of Women? Yeah, being a Amazon Lily Empress really seems to be complicated. They're really cursed by that. Like, you don't know anything about the pain of love. You crank out kids like popcorn. I mean, not wrong. Did Lillian ever fall in love with anyone? Anyway, I honestly cannot imagine her getting lovesick. You'd be surprised. I'd never forgive her if she went after Roger. Oof. Oh, well. There we go. An instance of a woman being jealous of another woman because of a man. It rarely happens in One Piece, but it's here now. I mean, kinda technically happened with Hancock being jealous of Robin and Nami's existence, but that was basically a gag. And I don't think this is a gag. This is definitely serious. It's always Shakky this and Shakky that. At least you've only got eyes for me, right, Newgate? Let's see what he says. I've never been in love with you. You know, I knew it, but I always wanted confirmation. And he never once looked her way. What did you just say? I'm the popular sensation, Miss Bucking. Ain't that enough? No, I want you. Oh my god, she was a bit annoying. No way, something crazy is happening. What's wrong? It's the Kuja pirates. Huh? They're coming towards the coast. What? In Pirate Island's history, this incident is said to rank among the greatest. What? Even with all that was yet to come. The arrival of the world's most beautiful idol caused a commotion in this hive of murderous fiends. Why is she here? It's a goddess! I can die happy! Thanks for the ride, Tritoma. This will do. Yes, ma'am. So this is Pirate Island. What brings you here, ma'am? This land is too filthy for you. You must not go any further. Tears blur my vision, yet her light still blinds me. Is she real or am I dreaming? So pretty. A knockout. What a babe. Wait a minute. Are you joining the Rock's crew like Gloriosa? No. I just want to live here for a while. What? Yeah. What indeed? What? Why? Quitting won't matter to the Marines. They'll always be after me since I was a pirate. So I'm gonna hide out here for a while with all of you. Okay, so that was a strategy. You'll protect me, right? Of course we will. This place smells. We'll clean up right away. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay, I'm good. We'll clean up right away. I want to open a store. I'll build one for you. Let's grow some flowers for her. Sure. Hey, what's with all the noise? Why are you rats making such a racket? Rock's crew is back. This is bad. Don't blame her, Captain Rocks. This was her doing. What's she doing here? Oh my god. She had them make a freaking bar for her. Like the one she eventually gets at Saboti. The pirate island of Hachinosu was abuzz with excitement. Shakky's rip-off bar had finally opened. They say the wait just to get in would take over a month. What the hell is this? Oh. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you. You'll be my first customers. Would you like a drink? Even Rox succumbs to her charms. She's an angel. Oh my god, bro. Even Whitebeard, who never thought anything romantic of Stussy, even he has hearts and hard eyes. That's crazy powerful. Shakuyaku was like a flower blooming in dry wasteland. Her bare presence enriched the island. Yo, the way that Shakky is getting glazed is something else. The inhabitants of Hachinosu came to cover her as a treasure, an irreplaceable crown jewel. Unfortunately, a treasure is always the inevitable target of theft. I just can't open it. I'll give you a hand. This place smells great. Whoa, ah. Room of authority, Marie Joy. Very well, relay this to Harold. We shall accept Elbeth's admission into the world government on one condition. The warriors of Elbeth must kill Rox. And that's what it will take for Harold to gain admission? How is this gonna go? Surely Harold is going to decline? I feel like we would know if Harold went and tried to kill Rox. You know, I feel like that would be something that someone would have mentioned before this backstory. But I'm not sure. Considering, you know, and for one, we don't even know if Rox is, could be alive in the current time. I don't think he is. But we don't know what happened to him. That said, I don't think Harold would have killed him. They might, have differing viewpoints, but I don't, I think genuinely Harold does consider him a friend now. I wonder if the Gorosei came up with this on their own, or if it was Imu. We don't see Imu, so I'm guessing it's just the Gorosei. At first, when I read the panel or the text box that says, unfortunately, a treasure is always the inevitable target of theft, I thought that was gonna be Shakky. Someone was gonna try and steal her from Hachinosu, since she was being called a treasure in that same panel. But I guess the treasure here would just be Hachinosu itself. After all, if Rox dies, then someone else would try to take over. Yeah, nice chapter. I like more of the lore we're getting and more additional perspectives we're getting of the past. I was not expecting Garp, Sengoku, and Tsuru. Also, it says all Tsuru. I think someone, either Oda or whoever translated, made a mistake, because Osuru is the one from Wano. Tsuru is the Marine. But yeah, I liked seeing what they thought about Harold. So we did get a tease of Harold saying that Garp laughed at him when he saw him bald. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, did Shakky really just quit being a pirate to be a bar owner? If that's the case, I'm totally fine with that. I expected a little bit more. Maybe we'll still get it, since she loves her bar so much that she remade it in Saboti. So I just wonder, where did the motivation for it come from? But yeah, I would really like if she quit to pursue her passion on having her own business instead of quitting for a man. Yeah, she ends up with Rayleigh eventually, but that's not the reason she stopped being a Kuja pirate. And even being with Rayleigh, she's still, accomplishing her dream by still being a bar owner. So yeah, I like that. I also liked seeing the dynamics of characters in the Rox crew. The most interesting one was probably Gloriosa and Linlin. I'm also like curious how Miss Bucking, you know, like yeah, it seemed like she loved Whitebeard, but then like why in the present is she using Weevil to hunt down his sons, you know? It doesn't seem like she actually cared about what he wanted and what he held dear. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this chapter. If I gain more insight, then, I'll say it when the next chapter drops, which will be in 2 weeks. I did not expect a break again. But hey, if Oda needs it, he can have it. If you enjoyed my reaction, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.